Hello there, this is Reece Russell, and you're watching the weekly Steelchair.
It's my life in the box in front of me. Take it off in my arms, it's the soul of me. You walk by, ask to see me laying face down.
Yes, I am. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekly Steelchair, where organised chaos doesn't exist tonight. I'm not on mute now, thankfully. This is a show I've not done quite well. I've not done this type of show in quite a while. This is the sit down with the Steelchair, and it's basically just conversation. Can be wrestling, it could be daily life, it could be looking for advice. Basically, this is the one show that I'm going to bring back, basically, where it's not just for me, it's for you. Where if you feel like your voice needs to be heard, this is the place for it. Anyone tonight is welcome. It could be for 5 minutes, it could be for an hour, it could be for 10 minutes, it could be for as long as you want. Anybody that wants to join, you're more than welcome. All I ask is simple things. You enjoy yourself, you respect who's on the panel, you respect the chat. You can have banter, you can drop in little digs, just no abuse. All right? If you're a Liverpool fan, then it's open season on you, because back-to-back losses is hilarious. But again, this, like I say, this is a channel where it's more than just wrestling. It's community. It's enjoyment of what it is to be a content creator. And not many content creators actually do this enough. And I do. I haven't done it in quite a while because the schedule on the Steelchair has been absolutely insane in a good way. So literally anyone tonight, if there's anything you want to get off your chest, this is the place for it. Just try be mindful what is and what isn't appropriate for discussion. But this is the place to be. So before we get into that, anybody who wants to join, you're more than welcome. I will drop the link in the chat in the next, well, for quarter to 10, so in the next 7 minutes. But how is everybody? Talk to me. Or to steal a phrase, let me talk to you. Except I do it better. My body feels like it's actually good. I was at the physio and gym tonight. I actually feel good. Ooh, I feel good. Life is good. I feel good. But yes, let me hear you. Hold on, someone's shouting. That's a good approach. You still feel good. That's more important. Like I say, this is a type of stream where a lot may be said, may not be said. The channel, obviously, I want to keep it going in the right way, so I will take notes, of course. Like, just someone who's prepared and willing to help. But at least by noting it down, at least I can help, or at least give you the right type of help you might need. Roy Sheen, if you want to discuss this, you can. If you want to reveal it, that's up to you. Just the nature of it, of course, just that's the only thing. It's the nature of what you want to say is important too. So if you feel okay to make it vocal, feel free. If not, I understand. Yep. They're doing much more than that. There's, just like I said on the last stream, they're selling their soul. And so-called real TNA fans are actually fucking enjoying this, whereas the real TNA fan is extremely annoyed by it all. Well, actually, it's more than just me. Another TNA fan who's on here, who does content creating as well, fucking hates it. But apparently we're not real TNA fans because we don't support this partnership. Sorry, Roisin, I was just writing that down because I want to keep it on. Like I say, there is no major topics or central topics, but I will be writing things down for the sake of I know where we are. But first of all, Roisin, I just want to say thank you for putting that in the chat. I'm not going to bring up on screen just because it's paying respect to yourself. However, I am very sorry for your loss. There's nothing worse than losing any family member, parent, child, grandparent, even pets. In circumstance, there is no worse thing than loss of life. So I, first of all, give you my heartfelt condolences to yourself. I am very sorry for the loss of your mum, especially to cancer. I know how bad cancer is. I lost a relative to cancer a couple of years ago. So I'm very sorry for your loss. And if you do want to talk to someone, feel free. I'm always here to listen. You can absolutely message at any time. Or if you would rather just speak to me privately on a StreamYard link, I can send you the link. We won't go live. We won't record. It'll just be you and me. We'll just sit and talk. And we can do that for as long as you want. And that goes for anybody, by the way, on this, within the Steelchair community. If there's anything you want to talk about, you don't want to bring up through a message on the chat, you can ask to speak to me on the StreamYard link. I'm Honestly, happy to do that with anybody. The only thing is, just be prepared because if it's a difficult conversation, just be prepared for the fact is I'm gonna talk, but you're also gonna get a chance to see me listen and hear me listen too. So you don't have to worry about not getting my full attention. You will have my complete attention. But for yourself, Roy Sheen, I am very sorry. And where we are considering right now, very fitting this is a wrestling channel, I'm gonna do something for your mum right here, right now. If you just give me 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. I'm doing something just for you. Let me just quickly sort this, right? Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, can I just get just a couple of heart emojis in the chat for Roy Sheen, please? And I'm going to turn off the music. And in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to mute. And then we're going to do a tribute to Roy Sheen's mum. So in may your mum be forever at peace, Roy Sheen. May your mum forever be at peace. How are you doing, by the way? I know that's not I know that might not be the question you want to be asked right now, considering it's such a tragedy and it's a difficult thing to deal with, but in all seriousness, how are you doing? How are you coping? How is your family? How are you all doing? Abel, good evening. 1 second. Ugh, right. Sorry, folks. No, this is not a pro wrestling discussion. Like I was saying, this is not that type of discussion. This is something else. Like this is simply this is a fair discussion situation. That's all it is. Tragic news isn't easy. Yes, it's a wellness stream, basically. You can talk about wrestling if you want. Like I don't mind talking pro wrestling. Sup, Josiah? But if you want to just talk about anything else in general, that's what this is for. Just note that I will be writing it down just so I know where we are and what I'm keeping on point. Because again, I'm keeping respect to my audience. Don't worry, I'm not. This will not be to anybody. This is just simply like at least I know what we've spoke about. So yeah, Roy Sheen. Any time, honestly, I'm always here to listen. So don't have to worry about that. Oh, right. We Crown Joe at 12 p.m. on Saturday. I suppose a lot of people who don't drink alcohol might be tempted to alcohol. So be mindful. Looks like Man City are about to fucking can drop points, which is absolutely funny. 2 weeks for New Japan, you might. Nah, don't cry. Yep. Road to King of Power Wrestling. Yep. Yep. Just for you guys. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching it. We'll get some good matches on the way. No, Crown Jewels this week, is it not? Crown Jewels this weekend. Yeah, I know. I saw Hoyland scored. Barca lost to PSG. Oh, I thought that would be a draw. Interesting. I thought Crown Jewel was this weekend. Well, it's in Australia, so Crown Frown. Oh, it's next week. All right, okay. I thought it was this weekend. That's peaceful at least. I don't have to rush to that watch then. Thank fuck. But yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about, feel free to discuss about it. Because again, there's no time scale on this. Yeah, no. Why did they change it to Showdown? The invasion name should have stayed. Because of the whole situation with what goes over in the Middle East. They got offended by it, so they changed it. I mean, to be fair, right now, quite frankly, the more you poke the bear, the more the problem continues. So changing it does make sense, but the reality of the situation is the problem. And also bear in mind that the invasion event is on July 7th. Sorry, I was saying July 7th, but that was a momentous day. October 7th, which is another momentous day. Like, October 7th is a very fucking crazy choice. This is why people don't understand how badly tone deaf WWE is. That's because Israel would actually do something, unlike the Saudis. Sup, Maria? But yeah, in honor of Roisin's mum, we did play the 10 bell salute at the start of the stream. If you guys do have anything that you would like to talk about, that's what this show is. This is just, it's no topics. Well, no like general topics. This is just going off the cuff, having fun or trying to have fun, but also having someone just to listen to. That's what this conversation is. If you want to join, feel free. I can certainly drop the links for that. Just be mindful about what you're saying, basically. Dropping some truth bombs in the Discord chat while I'm at it. If you drop the link, we can talk about the no event coming up if you want. Yeah, we could talk about that. I don't mind. Her mum passed away today. That's what's happened. That's why Roy Sheen's not able to be fully committed to the chat tonight, which is completely understandable. She lost her mum. Which is fucking horrible. I don't know how I'll feel if that ever happens to me. Yeah, 100% Catherine. They're all with her. Hmm. Wild reflection, eh? We've all got horror of loss. Been there a few times recently myself in the last couple of years. Absolutely, Josiah. That's the right thing to say. I disagree with the invasion name being changed. Israel should have been told no. You think WWE have got the balls to say no to them? Come on, no. October 7th is actually a day of where invasions actually began as well. For a war perspective. October 7th is a very tone deaf date. If anything, WWE should have been told to rearrange their show. No one's going to say that though. And also, this is just a random night of TV. This is meaningless crap. Like, it's proper meaningless crap on TV. Yep, front row. Madness. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it, James? It's so horrible. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Not even my worst enemy. Mm. But there's an old saying, and it goes like this: we are what we are. I thought the original The original Invasion event on paper looked great. The execution was crap. Like, in all honesty, the execution was crap. But the actual structure of the show looked great. Some of the matches I would have changed in a heartbeat. Some of it was good though. Like some of it I enjoyed, and I was there for it. Like I watched it live back in 2001, and some of it was really good. Roy Sheen, it's completely understandable to be quiet or to feel a little quiet. It's completely understandable, but I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice, Roy Sheen. And this actually might be the most beneficial advice you're going to get of this entire situation. It's better to be vocal when you're grieving. It's better to be vocal when you're grieving. Because when you're vocal, people can really try to reach out. When you're silent, you can get asked a question, but it's not as easy to cough up the words. How you grieve in your own way, of course, is entirely up to you. But my best advice to you when you're grieving is try to communicate as best as you can. Jeff Hardy versus RVD was up there for me. The other one for me was X-Pac versus Billy Kidman. Cruiserweight versus light heavyweight title match was fucking dope. Actually, no, it was Tajiri. Tajiri versus X-Pac, sorry. But RVD versus Jeff Hardy at Invasion was only bettered by one match in WWE in 2001 when it comes to one-on-one that wasn't in a main event. And that was SummerSlam. Did you agree with Kurt Angle joining the Alliance? From what they did, it made sense. But as an execution, no. I thought it was really stupid. In my opinion, they should have went for someone who actually had more to lose. They should have used Chris Jericho for that situation. It made more sense to use Chris Jericho as a mole than to use Kurt Angle, because it wasn't believable. When it came back that Kurt Angle only joined the Alliance just so they could destroy them from the inside, even myself watching that, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Obviously, a 4-year-old isn't going to say that doesn't make sense. A 4-year-old is just going to go, it was crap. That's correct. It wasn't originally meant to be Steve Austin, by the way. But they chose to go the Steve Austin route because he was already a heel. Yep. Jericho was meant to turn heel at the Invasion event, by the way. Yeah, Triple H because of injury was another. But they were already planning Chris Jericho because they were going to push Jericho anyway. But Triple H's injury halted it. The worst thing as well, though, was obviously he's no longer alive. Don't care. In different circumstances. But back then, obviously, Chris Benoit was a major loss. Eddie Guerrero was a major loss during the Invasion story because they planned to put Benoit on the ECW side and they planned to put Eddie Guerrero on the WCW side. ECW getting involved in the Invasion, in a way, it kind of was a mistake, but like, in a way, it kind of was a mistake because nobody really took them seriously. But that's because the only two people that people took seriously at that time was RVD and Rhino. Taz, as Paul Heyman said, was just a fat guy on a commentary desk. No, and the Dudleys, nobody really cared about the Dudleys in ECW. When the Dudleys were in WWE, that's when they cared. So you weren't really paying attention. It was RVD and Rhino. Don't even get me started on that fucking Nick Patrick Earl Hebner match. God almighty. Yeah, those teams are fucking stupid. Don't even get me started. And Roy Shane, you can take a break from wrestling as much as you like. Kalani Jordan can't wrestle. Why would I want a development talent on a main roster team? This is what I hate about this nonsense. Like, I generally can't take these morons seriously. I'm a wit's end where Bound for Glory could literally be the last TNA event I watch. Like that's how much this hurts. Like I was contemplating how long before I go, nah, I can't do this anymore. Bound for Glory will determine my fate. Jordan Grace flirting with TNA despite being with NXT. Jordan Grace is pathetic. And I've met Jordan Grace. She's lovely. But she's pathetic, the fact that she's doing this. You're in NXT now. You chose to go to NXT. Fuck you. Yep, they should have just gave Indy the title. She was already number one contender. They didn't have to make the match. They didn't have to waste time. Two people that made no sense. We're not even in the title picture at any point. It's just really stupid. Whoever's writing this shit, I swear to God, and I'm telling you now, if the Hardys win next week, it means fuck all. Like, it means fuck all. Joe Hendry may as well, but at least his contract, his makes sense because of the whole contract situation. Joe Hendry's going to end up being a heel soon. And there's still delusional TNA fans on Twitter that I no longer engage with because they think that TNA are going to get their licks back after getting so many kick-ins. I'm sitting here going, what are you on? What planet are you on? Because it's nonsense. Like, do people not realize what a partnership on TV means with WWE? I'm going to do it in a visual sense. I'm actually going to do it visually. So prepare for some laughters. Like a government mule. I couldn't be bothered doing a full-scale portrait, so I did something very quickly. If you go into a partnership with WWE, you're getting dicked up the arse. Plain and simple. And if you think anything else, I'm sorry, you're fucking deluded. And I don't want to say that about anybody in the Steelchair community, but I swear to God, if anybody genuinely thinks TNA is going to benefit from this partnership, you're fucking deluded. Joe Hendry, honestly, like, I've seen the guy do genuine wrestling without the say his name gimmick, and the guy's good. The problem is he leaned into this gimmick too much that it felt like so much of his authentic self disappeared. Like, Ron Killings before he went back to WWE and became a comedic mule. The proper Ron Killings. 02 to 06 Ron Killings. Or even better yet, October 07 at the latest. That little bit of fun, loves a joke, but a proper serious wrestler, but has the humour to back it up. That's Joe Hendry. Now, he's just a walloper. And there's no point. Bang on, Abu. Bang on. K-Quick was good days. But nah. Proper old school truth. As soon as Trick and Kalani Jordan lose the titles, it's over. Very soon. Kalani Jordan is expected to hold the title until Bound for Glory. Same with Mike Santana, but I'm like, fuck that crap. I've hated it since the very bloody beginning. I do like the card, by the way. Like, I did see it before. Gladly discuss that way. I'm happy to. If you guys want to do his predictions as well, I'm all in for that. Because some of these matches will absolutely steal the show. It's funny, American women were offended by Brock Lesnar back in WWE and they didn't care, but Israel complains about the name of wrestling and they move fast to please them. Think about that. Yep, I agree. Oh, Triple A very soon is going to be called WWE. It's going to be called NXT Mexico or something. Honestly, if you get a chance, there was a show that we did on here, and I got really badly called out for it. Again, I don't care. I got badly called out for it, and Catherine will back me up. In fact, no, Catherine and James will back me up on this. The amount of shit I got from somebody who's no longer in this chat because I told them this partnership was going to be fucking one-sided, horrible, and no benefit. Like, I got fucking attacked for it. I gave that person so many chances on this channel, by the way, but they went after me, and I'm a proper I'm a day one TNA fan. I'm not just a TNA fan. I'm a day one, and I was getting fucking lambasted for it. And they're like, "Oh, but the AEW partnership." I was like, "You can use that against me," but I answered the same fucking thing. I did not like AEW with TNA. And I said it when TNA went with WWE. I'm not going to like it. It's all over every single bloody video. And this person still tried to convince themselves that I wanted AEW and TNA to succeed. I didn't. Newsflash, I don't like promotions being partners. I like promotions working together, but not as listed partners. If you're a listed partner, it's game over. I don't know how fucking easy I can explain that than what I've just done. You're not the champ anymore, Fernando. Remember, you lost your belt. Which reminds me, actually, hold on, I forgot to do one thing. Sorry. Fernando needs to... Abel needs... I need to remove the manager moderator and give it to Josiah. I completely forgot about that. Aye, Fernando, you can't call yourself the champ anymore. You lost your championship, remember? But you do have a chance to win it back quite soon. Don't worry, I know you forgot. It's okay. Yeah, the only partnerships I've genuinely seen work well was TNA with NWA until Christian decided actually, I don't want to defend this belt anymore, which led to the original TNA title. So Christian, I still thank for that anyway. TNA in New Japan until they decided to just call Okada Okato. But there was still a good partnership end of the day because a lot of the talent were presented so strongly. But, and to be fair, TNA with Triple A was actually really good back in 2016, 2017. But apart from that, promotions don't work well. As partners, they just don't. The only time promotions have worked well as partners was during the territory days. Because pre-Vince Jr., no promotion tried to kill each other. You had promoters that tried to kill there was promoters that did try to obviously kill their own fucking territories because they were stupid at handling money. But a lot of promoters really helped each other out. Dragon Gate with Ring of Honor was good. To be fair, TNA and Ring of Honor was actually quite good. You always saw talent going back and forth on their shows, constantly getting positive results. 03 to 06 TNA Ring of Honor was fucking top tier. I was the same when AEW and TNA collided. We didn't need it and did not want to see it at all. Exactly, but people automatically assume if you hate the WWE TNA partnership, you loved NXT, TNA AEW. It's not the case. And the fact that NXT's got links to Pro Wrestling Noah is fucking evil as well. I hate that shit as well. But hey, I'll happily be that. Oh, that person will never be back in this chat because, to be fair, it was one person or two. Oh, WWE are absolutely creatively bankrupt. I hate the current TNA. Not current TNA. I hate current WWE. TNA is just hurting me a little bit. Talking of AEW, 6 years of Dynamite tonight. Where's the time gone? I know. I swear to God, I know. And I honestly wish we were getting like world title matches or some big title matches tonight, but we're not. But I'll still be looking forward to it. I wonder how many of the original roster we'll see on the show. Did you agree with the WWE and ECW partnership? Hell no. That was horrible. Yeah, AEW started in 2019. That WWE ECW partnership was one of the worst I've ever seen. Like, death row is what I would call it. But if anybody does want to join in the chat tonight, you're more than welcome. Like, I agree with that. Like, I agree it doesn't have to keep booking those types of matches all the time. But they're not creatively bankrupt. They're actually doing storylines that actually at least are interesting. But I do agree. He needs to stop booking those matches all the time. Oh yeah, it's the same old bullshit. Anyone wants to come in, you're more than welcome. Just try to have fun. And I say try, but we all know that doesn't work. Ooh, okay. Interesting. If you can't grow organically, you'll never get anywhere. There's your lesson of the day. That's very true. Hello.
Yo,
What's up, mate?
you alright?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you?
Yeah, not so bad yet. Still a bit stressed out with that Dragon Gate thing.
Yeah, I figured as much.
He didn't lose his mask, thank God. Shun Skywalker without a mask be a bit weird.
Next year.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm just thinking ahead unfairly, but I think so.
I don't think he'll ever lose his mask. Ever. I don't think. I think he shouldn't.
People said that about Rey Mysterio, so I wouldn't put that on Shun Skywalker. Do you think the Asuka and Io Sky story is cinematic? I think the Asuka Io Sky story is just a waste of time. It's 3 years too late. If you're being truly honest, it's a waste of time.
I think that's probably the best thing on Raw.
It would have been 3 years ago.
I think it's the best thing on TV on Raw. I think they need to stop booking the Vision versus Jey Uso, Jimmy, Roman, and LA Knight every week. That does my tits in. It's technically Death Riders level, that.
Yep. They need to stop booking the Who Wants to Bum Rhea Ripley story as well, because that seems to be every week and all.
And then on SmackDown, the only saving grace on there is probably the tag division.
I wouldn't know. I can't remember the last time I watched SmackDown in a positive sense. I can't even remember.
You've got your pros and cons on Raw and SmackDown. Raw's got no tag division. SmackDown has. Raw's got the women. SmackDown's not got the women.
And the SmackDown just has split skulls.
And SmackDown have botches. Did you see it?
Oh, I saw it. Saw
Jade
it.
Cargill can't wrestle to save her life.
Mm-hmm.
I think
very true.
I think she should have just gone to NXT. I think in the performance center, trained in there, and then went to NXT. Had a run in NXT, and then went to main roster. That's just my opinion. I wasn't a fan when she was in AEW either.
She honestly should have just went to Hollywood. She's not built for pro wrestling, and I stand by that.
Should be movies type of thing, like Avatar or something or whatever it is.
Yep, I agree. I agree. That's the only thing she can do. There's nothing good about her.
And then last night's NXT TNA partnership thing, it's only just going to end in one thing, and that's WWE buying out TNA and all its talent.
Exactly. No worries, Roy.
And the mirrored the off the. Did you watch when TNA was barging into the arena? Did you remember back in the day when NXT Black and Gold did that on the main roster?
Yeah,
with tanks and stuff. They just mirrored that.
They did a cyber truck or something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they did that back in the day when NXT Black and Gold was on.
Copying, it's because they were copying the WCW invasion as well. Take care, Roishi, and look after yourself, alright? And thoughts to your family. Should Obafemi answer Sami Zayn's open challenge this Friday and win the US title?
No.
I think he will answer the challenge, but he'll still get pinned clean in the middle of the ring.
Yes and no, actually. If they do the Kevin Owens route like KO did with John Cena, then yes. But I think, I think he should do that. I don't know about that one.
I think they'll still find ways to fuck it up.
Keith Lee? Oh dear. I've not heard that name for years. Keith Lee. In AEW still.
Yeah, but he hasn't been on TV in a long time.
I think he's going through some personal stuff in his real life, so that's probably why he's not seen him.
Okay, what's this? 11th Circuit dismisses the appeal brought by Kevin Kelly, Brandon, and Brent Tate, who sought review of the district court order that sent their case to arbitration. The appellate judges ruled that because the case was stayed and is not dismissed, they can't review the decision. Kevin Kelly is screwed.
I like Kevin Kelly on commentary. Miss him on New Japan.
Aye, he's a fanny though. Like he has his moments where he's genuinely sound, but he is a wee bit a fanny. Like,
Was that something to do with Dalton Castle's boys or something? What Catherine's saying in chat about Brandon and Brent Tate. Is that Dalton Castle's boys? That
yeah.
I don't have a clue what's going on. I don't really take notice of stuff like that. Me.
It was quite a while ago. It's load of nonsense, like genuine load of nonsense. Let's see. Let me see if I can find. Let's see.
That Noah card looks juicy as hell.
Yeah, I do like it. Yeah, upcoming show. Genuinely, it does look really good.
Kenta defends the GHC against Massacre Tamiya, the N1 victory winner. Galano defends the national title against Jack Morris.
Yep.
Junior tag titles: Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf against Daigo and Odashima. And then Fujita versus Minoru Suzuki. And then a tag match: Segura and my boy Shun Skywalker against Tetsuya Endo and Hayata. And then the junior heavyweight title: Hiromu Takahashi Ita.
Yep. Kenta's top tier.
I don't know if I want him to lose the belt, but that's just me.
He won't. I generally don't think he'll lose.
There might be 2 title changes on this card.
One. I think it'll be one.
I think Jack Morris will beat Galano, and Ita will beat Hiromu probably. And then
I think Hiromu's going to break the record. No worries, James. I will catch you tomorrow, bud. I think he's going for the record. I think the only title that's going to change hands is when Jack Morris wins. That's it.
Well, just one title change then, I guess.
Fucking Eric Bischoff, what a shill.
Why? What's that? What's he saying this time?
He's saying WWE's partnership with Pro Wrestling Noah will benefit Noah in the long term. I'm like, get fucked, you fucking loser.
How will it?
He thinks in the long run it'll help. I'm like, it's NXT. They'll screw it up.
How will it benefit? Because Dr. Wagner Jr. was in Noah. He was signed to Noah, and then he went to AAA, and then WWE bought AAA, and Wagner's the Latin American champion, and then WWE will probably sign him to an NXT contract.
Yeah, like working with WWE long term is like working for your grave. You're not going anywhere except the grave. Let's see. Oh, exactly. He always has been.
When should Takeshita beat Okada for the unified title? World's End.
Yeah, end of the year.
Same with MJF beating Hangman for the belt at World's End, probably.
Yeah, it should always be an end. It should literally be the end of the year. It makes more impact to do it end of the year.
Because Okada's title reign will end at a pay-per-view called World's End. Perfect.
Especially considering who he is as well.
Oh, did you hear about what Dario Cueto said on MLW a couple of days ago?
No.
Let me just put this up. You'll laugh. News.
Sunny Voyage on Saturday will be good.
What did he say about WWE?
Do you feel there's-
MLW takes action on the announcement of WWE moving WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia. During the opening promo at MLW Fury Road live on YouTube, Cesar Duran, aka the former booker of Lucha Underground Dario Cueto, took a major shot at WWE's international event. While some other companies packs up big shows, he said, and shifts off to Saudi
I
Arabia
remember that. He came out
to
on the
take
stage.
that blood money. We came here with the real deal right here in Texas, he said.
I remember. Sorry, I knew what you said. I knew what he said now. Sorry. Yeah, I seen a clip of that. I burst out laughing.
And then Selena Del Rente followed up with saying, chimed in by saying, remember that at Major League Wrestling, we don't play soft, we play safe, we choose violence, or something like that.
Yeah.
That
Or
was
in other words, real wrestling.
Dario Cueto's the OG GOAT when it comes to bookers.
It's top tier. Yeah, there's generally a lot of good shows from Noah coming up.
Yeah, Dragon Gate don't have an event for another month. I'm like, why?
It's the money.
Got
Next
that,
next couple of weeks alone, you've got Sunny Voyage. You've got Wrestle Odyssey, and then you've got Star Navigation.
Star Navigation's always a good one.
Always.
And then on New Japan, we've got King of Pro Wrestling, and then after that is
Nothing.
nothing until Wrestle Kingdom, probably. It's World Tag League and Junior Tag League before Wrestle Kingdom, I think.
Yeah, in November. November and December, yeah. Did you read Kevin Nash comment WrestleMania Going International? Kevin Nash, when he speaks, I go for a shit. Put it that way.
When Kevin Nash speaks, he breaks another. What did he break once before? I thought, what was it?
He's,
His ACL or something, or whatever it was.
I think it's his quads.
Yeah, whenever he speaks, he breaks one of his quads.
He's an absolute shill, man. He doesn't know what he's talking about anymore. And people still give him the benefit of the doubt because of the death of his son. And I was like, you can't keep using that as an excuse to not call him out.
Do you know who else is full of shit?
Big Daddy sellout. Don't even get me started on that fucking coke snorting midget. He's the most whiny bitch I've ever seen.
Sean Ross Sapp said that Mercedes Moné doesn't have creative control. She does.
Not fully, but yes.
She does have creative control. Most of the roster has.
That creative control hasn't been like a major thing since fucking the Attitude Era. That's the funny thing. That was
There's
when
two people. There's probably like MVP has creative
Bobby
control.
Lashley does. Bobby Lashley does out the group.
Yeah, because they didn't want to lose to what was it, a team, and they wanted to lose to the Gates of Agony or something.
No, the only time he used his creative control was he didn't want to lose to Swerve. He beat him and then that was it. One and done. He's like, I'm not putting him over.
Yeah, when there was tag champs, they didn't want someone to beat them, like FTR to beat them. They wanted the Gates of Agony to beat them. But which I actually do agree with. Future tag team, like young-ish, over FTR.
Mercedes definitely has influence, but in terms of creative control, it's not a full thing. Like, not in a full sense, but she does have, like, an influence. But if she had creative control, she would have held every single bloody belt by now.
Oh, do you know what's...
That's a major thing.
Do you know what's funny? You know AEW's Blood and Guts? It counter-programs WWE's War Games.
Well, we already know which one will be better anyway, so...
Probably Blood and Guts with women, probably.
Massively will be better.
When are they going to announce the World Tag Team Tournament? They need to do a tournament for that.
I hope they don't do a tournament for it, but I get why they want to. I get why they want to do a tournament, but they don't need to do it.
How are they going to crown the first ever? Obviously, it has to be a tournament if it's the first ever, innit? That can't be just like, oh, this is one team versus the other team, and there's your first ever champions. Whoever wins this match. The tournament always has to happen if it's an inaugural champ, probably.
What you do is you've got your established teams already. You have them qualify, and you do it the right way. You just decide this in a ladder match. You don't need a tournament.
Why not a gauntlet?
A gauntlet would be fine.
Why does it have to be a tag? Why does it have to be a tournament and a ladder match just because it's a bloody tag match? I've seen 2 ladder matches in AW already. I don't want to see a third, thanks.
For me, too many tournaments takes away the enjoyment of a tournament, even though it makes sense to have one for a new title. It's constant. Whereas a gauntlet, I suppose, would be a lot better because it's been around for a while.
Do you know what is constant in AEW? $500,000 on the line for nothing. Don't these wrestlers get bloody?
I mean, you can get your 500,000 to get your original theme music back, but that's about it. I mean, at least that was funny.
Why does he always book these $5,000 All-Star 8-man tags every week though? Does he not have a fucking booking mind whatsoever?
Honestly, I genuinely think it's because he's trying to get those people on TV. He's trying to see where they fit.
Yeah, but he's got Collision. He's got Collision. He had Rampage, but he cancelled that.
Rampage was on a dying death sentence anyway. That was already going to happen regardless. Annoyingly, that's Rampage for me should have been. Catherine won't like this because she's still in the chat. Rampage should have been the 1 hour where the women actually got to wrestle and showcase themselves. That's what that should have been for.
I don't actually mind that, to be fair.
That's what it should have been for.
And plus AEW should like have a. I'm not saying have a brand split, but not like a brand split. But if you get what I mean, separate
soft
the titles.
split. Soft split. Yeah, they could do. Should Mercedes and Tony Storm be in Blood and Guts? They're likely to be.
Probably captains of each team, probably.
Probably, who knows?
Or do you have your champions like Chris Statlander and whoever and Mercedes Moné as captains, the 2 champions as captains, or some shit like that. I don't know.
As long as it doesn't show Thunder Rosa, I'm sure Catherine would watch it.
What's wrong with Thunder Rosa?
Catherine fucking hates Thunder Rosa. Like, Catherine would honestly have Thunder Rosa killed by a hitman. That's how much she hates Thunder Rosa. If it's not Hangman, it's Thunder Rosa. Catherine hates her.
What's wrong with her? Her best match is probably in that cage match with Britt Baker.
Don't say her name. I fucking hate Britt Baker. She's so horrible.
She's still not getting booked. Where is she? In that fucking Automamo Bay or whatever it is.
I hope she stays in Guantanamo Bay. Like, she happily belongs in Guantanamo Bay. Same with fucking Ray Phoenix. He's in... Wait,
he's not with his brother where he should be.
Aye.
He should be on a Raw with Penta in a tag division because that division needs sorting out badly.
I don't think you can fix it. Mind you, I've already gave my thoughts on how to fix WWE, but again, logic doesn't work with them, so I should have done it in the mind of a WWE drone.
At this point, I think they've never should have unified the belts or separated the belts. I think they should have just stuck it with the unification.
Just keep it as one championship. I actually think WWE's biggest problem, and funny enough, people like to say AEW have got too many titles. Exactly. The irony is WWE have so many titles, they're actually annoying talent by not using them. Like Chelsea Green, when she spoke about the fact that the US and Intercontinental titles are not being used enough, says a lot.
Yeah, look at Julia. We've not seen her since when was the last time we actually saw her on TV?
When she was with that Doink the Clown ripoff, Kiana had to go and get surgery on her chest, James. That's it. Like, it's ridiculous. WrestleMania 4 is one of the absolute best tournament events ever, but for me, Survivor Series 98 is the best tournament
Yeah,
event ever.
Was
Nothing,
that the
nothing.
Rock in the finals with someone?
Rock
Yeah,
Mankind,
Mankind.
Sharpshooter version 2 finish.
Mm.
Like you absolutely
I like the
can't.
Rock and Mankind I Quit match as well. That was a good match as well.
That match is good. It's just horrible what the circumstance of what happens. Like King of the Ring, in terms of the King of the Ring tournaments, there's only been that I've watched. That one, that one.
Put Julia in War Games this year with Asuka and Kyrie
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
the on the heel side.
What King of the Ring events have I seen that I like? King of the Ring 92. Sorry, King of the Ring 93. King of the Ring 1994.
98.
96. 98. 2000.
2002 was a bit poo in my opinion.
01. 2002 ended stupidly, even though Lesnar won it.
It was a good run though. I think Brock Lesnar won the King of the Ring and then won the world title, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
In his rookie year or something.
The Hart brothers winning the first two as pay-per-views were definitely the right call. No one better. But yeah.
On Raw this week, I don't even know.
Fell asleep watching it.
The only good thing I think was this past Raw was probably the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka, Rhea Ripley, and all that storyline. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
The Vision and the Roman Reigns Usos LA Knight stuff is just boring. It's every week.
It's repetitive with no willingness to change.
And then on NXT, it's this invasion, as they say, which is not an invasion to me. It's more like I'm going to buy out your company and take all your talent.
Mm-hmm.
And then AEW is let's book $5,000 matches, all start 8-man tags, and yay.
That's the only thing they actually do wrong.
And
I'll say that consistently. Everything else they're doing right now, everything they're doing right now, you'll agree is actually fine. It's just those tag matches. That's it.
Yeah, he needs to start doing those. And he needs to stop this Death Rider shit because it's doing my tits in.
Yeah. Vacker versus Tiffany. I'm going to say something, Abel, and you're not going to like this. It wouldn't surprise me if Stephanie Vacker walks out with serious neck pain in that match or close to a neck injury. People are going to hate me for saying that about Tiffany Stratton, but Tiffany Stratton is literally somebody I would not even want to trust if I was a woman. Because every time she hits that moonsault, I genuinely fear she's going to break someone's neck.
Do you think Seth finally beats Cody?
No.
It's like one of those things, isn't it? Seth's never beat Roman, or Roman's never beat Seth. Which one is it? Is it Seth never beat Roman?
It's Roman. Roman's never beat Seth, yeah.
And then this one's like Seth's never beat Cody.
Yeah, she's never beaten him, never. To be fair, it's the same with Rhea when it comes to fucking Io Sky, but that's changed. They're doing Julia so bad on SmackDown. Meechin and B-Fab going after Julia. Who cares about that? Give Julia some fresh opponents. B-Fab should never be employed in the first place.
B-Fab should be a valet, not a wrestler.
Yeah, I don't understand why she's
she should have kept with the Street Profits. That was a good trio.
Mm.
And then when Bobby Lashley was there, but let's not talk about that one.
Mm-hmm. In terms of Meechin, I've got all the respect for Mia Yim. She at least said that she went back to WWE purely for the financial side. She wanted to support her family and especially her mum. But in terms of what she's doing in WWE, she's not going anywhere. Like
the only good thing about Mia Yim was her feud with Chelsea Green.
Yeah,
that was really good. I like that one. But I think they need to. I think they need to start getting the mid-card titles for the women more story. Mostly the US style.
I honestly think I think they need to do the honest thing. They don't need 2 mid-card titles for that division. It should just be one.
I'm old school. They don't need a world. I'm old school. Me. They don't need 2 world titles for the men, 2 world titles for the women, 2 tag titles, They just need a one women's world title, men's world title, tag titles, one, and then 2 mid-card titles. That's about it.
I think they can
Like back
kind
in
of
the
do it.
yeah.
I think they can get away with 2 world titles, but I
And
would
then-
make some.
and then-
I would make some changes.
Yeah.
What I would do personally is, I would keep the 2 world titles, male and female, because again, you're doing a brand split. It's fine, but what I would do is what they did back in 2004. I would have.
Yeah. There's no brand split now. Everyone goes show to show, though, don't they?
Yeah, they're still technically assigned to a brand, but they get to bounce about, which I don't like. In 2004, you had the cruiserweight title was exclusive to SmackDown. The women's title was exclusive to Raw. So
think that should have never got retired, that belt.
yeah. So what I would do, I would have the men's and women's titles stay the same. The women's Intercontinental title is exclusive to Raw. The women's tag titles are exclusive.
Send them back to NXT. Send them to NXT.
I was going to say you keep the tag titles exclusively to SmackDown, and you try to establish women's tag team wrestling on SmackDown. You keep the single stuff on Raw. You retire the women's US title, and you keep it that way. That means you've got two. So you've got 2 titles on each brand instead of 3, and that allows the women to do that way. And because the Raw tag team division sucks,
just merge it to SmackDown division. Easy.
Just keep the tag titles on SmackDown and just keep Raw exclusively a single show. But if you want to do tag team wrestling as, say, a way to extend a feud, do that. But
Right.
Raw should predominantly be singles or triple threats or fatal 4-ways, all of that. SmackDown should be singles and tag team, predominantly tag team wrestling.
Yeah, I probably would have 2 world men's and 2 women. 1 set of tag titles, send the Raw tag titles to SmackDown. I'd keep the mid-card women's belts, but I'd actually have more story with them. What's the point retiring one when there's only just made them? Which, in my honest, I think they should have just had 1 mid-card women's belt, in my opinion, or probably none, because they don't need it.
All they needed was the Intercontinental title, because it would help establish some talent who are ready to bridge into the main roster. The tag team titles, they've never taken seriously. The only other thing you do is you just retire the tag titles and you just have the world titles and the mid titles, and you just do tag matches.
I'd probably send the tag titles to NXT.
Maybe, but have they got any tag teams? They got rid of their best tag team. One of them's now working for Ring of Honor.
And most of them now are working for that website that we can't see on here.
You can say it. It's still technically true.
Most of the talent that was on NXT that are not in NXT anymore are on OnlyPans.
Only scams, as I call it, because they're scamming all these people, and they're too stupid to go. Oh, we're fine. Like, no, you're not. You're giving your money away to somebody who'll gladly take it from you.
And another thing on Raw, I like this El Grande Americano gimmick, but it's kind of like, what is it? You know when food's going to go off? I think it's fucking gone off.
Moldy, stale.
Yeah.
I never liked that gimmick. I never liked that
it's
gimmick to begin with, but I just think it's absolutely weird. I don't know why you would make it a faction.
I wouldn't have made it a faction. I would have just made it of a singles guy taking the Mickey out of Lucha Libre. That's kind of fun in a way. A heel luchador would make sense of a person taking the Mickey out of Lucha Libre. That works for me. And I think the person who's doing the gimmick now is doing a better job than Chad Gable ever did. But that's just me.
Ludwig Kaiser's got it. Well, Ludwig Kaiser, Pete Dunne, and Tyler Bate. Should the women get their very own weekly TV show? Well,
I think they should have like 2 PLEs a year, Evolution and another one. That's me. And they should always have a War Games match, and that's pretty much it. And plus, I'm sick and tired of them keep doing the War Games matches. What happened to the All-Star like Survivor Series tag matches? You know, back in there.
That's what I hate. I don't like what WWE does with War Games, because they don't. In my opinion, WWE don't do War Games correctly anyway. because no surprise.
If I was booking this year's Survivor Series, I'd have one War Games match this year for the women, and then the other match is the Raw versus SmackDown Survivor Series tag match, 5-on-5, 5 Raw, 5 SmackDowns. The winners will face each other. The winner of that becomes the number 1 contender for the world title at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that does work.
That's what I do, anyway.
That does work. For me, I just don't like the fact that they do War Games ends in a pinfall. I hate that. For me, like the classic War Games matches, the proper ones, it was exactly, you were forced to give up, or you were forced to say I quit, or you tapped out, or you knocked someone out. It was never, or you can win by a pin.
Back in the first WCW one, didn't like, who was it? Was it what's that guy called who had an issue with Benoit back in
Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah, he had to didn't he escape the cage as well? Once?
Yeah,
he forfeit as well.
Yeah,
and that's how they lost.
Yeah, if you escape the cage, to forfeit. Yeah,
because I think Kevin Sullivan did that once in WCW back in there.
Yeah, Sting did as well, but that's just he walked out. But that led to a great gimmick, so it's all well and good. But no, I hate the way WWE does War Games matches. That's why I didn't praise them. Like, I don't praise them purely because the fact that you can end in a pinfall when that was never what it was about. It was forcing your opposition into submission. It was never about, oh, you can pin them. It does nothing.
Do you know that War Games match that we had on NXT when the women did it? You know when Dakota Kai turned on Tegan Knox?
Yeah, that was
brilliant.
That was a shock.
That was brilliantly done. That
subtitle. Yes, Maria, I do know about the AEW and DC Comics partnership. The Hangman versus Lobo edition is actually really good. Like, there's actually like really good shit.
When it comes to the women having their own TV show, I'd say no, because I don't know.
Nobody would watch. And
no, I'd have two PLEs a year for the women, an all women's show PLE, 2 of them every year, like Evolution 3 and then something else.
I think hardcore women's wrestling fans would genuinely struggle to just watch a promotion like that, because I think there would be a lot of expectation on it.
Plus, they could have like a Evolution could be like Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and then they could have like a Marigold one, because I think Marigold's partnership with WWE, because Io Sky's going over there to face. Is it Utami or something, or is it Mayu Watatami?
Mayu Iwatani, yeah. They'll get her before AEW can. See you later, Abu. Rest well. Try not to think of Stephanie Vaquer in your sleep, mate. Otherwise, you will only stay asleep.
AEW don't AEW do that Historic X with Stardom?
Yeah.
Do they do
Historic X? Yeah.
I mean, for like a year.
I think AEW would be all right with an all women's pay per view. The problem is, if they do it, people just think they're copying.
They did do it. They've not done it for 2 years. They did that Historic X event, didn't they, with Stardom?
Yeah, they haven't done that. I mean, like, they're just their own division. It'd be interesting, but I don't think there'd be any point.
Do you know what I would book for the women on AEW? You know, would the men had the what was it? What's that tournament called? The
C1 Gauntlet, or the Continental Classic, the C2.
Yeah, the C2, whatever it's called. The women should have one.
Yeah.
And then Mercedes Moné can collect more belts then, can't she?
Well,
I'd do it like I'd have the Ring of Honor women's title, the New Japan Strong women's title, and the AEW TBS title, and that's the triple crown for the women, probably. That's
maybe. I don't think it should be essentially for a. I don't think that the Continental Classic essentially should be for a title. For me, it should be the world title shot at World's End.
Yeah, that's my
Like,
same with the G1, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it should be. I didn't like the fact they turned it into a triple crown of 3 belts. They should have just made, well, if you're going to just have the Continental Classic, then you just win a trophy. Or if Okada's case, Okada just comes out with the IWGP title as a tribute because the guy just loves that belt. But
He doesn't.
yeah, I would still give the women the Continental Classic tournament. I think it would be good.
Yeah, the CT could be irrelevant to the Royal Rumble, but in tournament format.
Yeah, absolutely. There's, especially for a tournament side, they've got a lot of good wrestlers. It'd be interesting to see how they do in tournament style format. Not many of them know how to wrestle on the tournament stage, so you would really get to test. You get to really test them, be really good. So I'd be all in for that. I mean, I just booked Deonna Purrazzo win every time. So
Yeah, there's only one woman in AEW I'd booked to the moon. She's called Megan Bain.
Yeah, I'd have her tap out to Deonna Purrazzo. Pure bias.
Yeah. Deonna Purrazzo's just amazing anyway. I like her in other ways, me.
See, I like her in all ways because we appreciate. She's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Yeah, I think she's going to win that pure title, I think, isn't she, Greg?
Oh, she has to. If she doesn't, then what's the point of this division? Like, if she genuinely doesn't win it and it goes to someone...
That division's actually pretty dope. You've got Deonna Purrazzo, Serena Deeb.
Ty Valkyrie, Billy Starks, Olympia...
Trisha Dora.
Trisha Dora, yeah. I think Red Velvet will go into that division when she returns.
You've got... What's she called? Who tagged with Thunder Rosa before? Persephone,
yeah.
Yeah, she's really good. She's only young as well.
She's seriously good. That is true, Fernando. He did say that. Bret Hart did say if he would rather have a match with Cena than Kurt Angle if he was younger and healthy. I think, and I can see, I understand why, right? I think the reason why he said he would rather a match with Cena than Kurt Angle is because him and Kurt Angle are incredibly intense in such a similarity that I think he thinks their styles would not match. Whereas if he goes up against Cena, it's a different type of intensity, and he's more of a brawler than Angle is, whereas Angle's a good brawler. If you just put two technicians together, it's not always going to gel. Like Angle and like Bret and Mr. Perfect, Bret and Owen Hart, for example, they worked so well because they were able to mix styles together. But if you put Bret versus Angle together,
it's similar styles, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be similar styles cancel each other out, and not many people would like it. I mean, I would love it because it's two of my all-time favorites. But I can see why he said Cena. Me personally, I would not want to watch that anyway because Cena would try his hardest to give the golden shovel to Bret Hart. Whereas if it was Bret versus Kurt Angle, it would be incredibly 50-50. And he always said one-sided there. It'd be incredibly 50-50, and you could go for 35-40 minutes, and I wouldn't get bored.
Yeah, Cena's just well known for this comeback babyface moves, which is understandable. That's what babyfaces do, really. Come back to get absolutely slaughtered in the match and then come back and then win. That's what Cena's about.
Whereas against Bret, that doesn't work. Like it doesn't.
Bret Moore's like a technician in that ring, isn't he? He'll break your ankle in like
so many ways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's enjoyable. Tyler says, I think NXT versus TNA should push back Team TNA versus NXT. This don't make sense. This now, I wish they just build it better. No, what they should do, Tyler, is not do it at all and go separate ways. Let TNA go back to being themselves, and you fire Carlos Silva because he's an absolute wank stain. The owner of TNA, if anyone wants.
I think they should have TNA at least win belts from NXT. At least. Well, not belts, because I don't like calling belts because belts hold your pants up. They're called titles or championships over here.
They'll probably the Hardys will probably win the tag titles. And that's not really anything.
I like Mustafa Ali. I think he's amazing, man. I think if you want the shock factor in wrestling,
he's going for the North American. He's going for the North American title, but if he does win it, then that's still 3-2 in terms of titles won.
Shock factor. Mustafa Ali beats Ethan Page. Before he got released, he was going to go for that title against Dominic Mysterio, if you remember. and then
He
he
would
got
have won
fired.
that. He would have won that belt.
And they did say that on NXT last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw.
So if you want the shock factor at Invasion, because I'm still going to call it Invasion, because what it is, it's an invasion.
Mm-hmm.
So Mustafa will need to beat Ethan Page for that shock factor, because we've not really had any like shock factors in WWE or NXT in quite a while, so that could be one.
I mean, another shock factor.
Get a bit of buzz. So.
I don't advocate for either company winning belts from the other promotion or championships from the other promotion. I've never been that type of thing.
Do you know what was funny though? When I was watching last night, I was looking at the TNA talent. I was thinking, yeah, all these guys are ex-WWE guys. This is fucking hilarious. You got the Iconics. You got Mustafa Ali. You've got
Nick Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth. Who else is on TNA from ex-WWE?
The Hardys, but they were there before as well. Technically, they've been in TNA several times.
Cedric,
yeah. Steve Macklin.
Was he in the? Oh yeah, he was in the Forgotten Sons, wasn't he, back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
I think
He was, yeah.
with someone who she'll not be named.
Top 5 worst rankings from the PWI Top 500. Jey Uso in the top 10 is the worst of them all. Number 1, Cody Rhodes.
That is ridiculous, that, isn't it?
Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Joe Hendry, Osawa, because the fact that he's 26th on the list when he should be in the top 10 is... Zack Sabre Jr. and Okada not being in the top 10 is another piss take.
Takeshita's not been in the top 10. That's a piss take.
Yep. Shinsuke Nakamura, the fact that he is
higher than he shouldn't be high.
Yep.
He did fuck all.
Yeah, exactly. What else is ridiculous?
And I liked Nakamura. Well, that's just my opinion.
Same, I like Nakamura, but he shouldn't be in there. He's done nothing. Another one.
Do you know why Cody Rhodes is number 1 though? Because WWE is all about the moments and not wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Even though he doesn't actually fit the criteria for winning all that. Zack Sabre Jr. Okada.
Isn't the PWI Top 500 list supposed to be like who's the best wrestler in the world in that year?
Mm-hmm.
But
based on
Cody Rhodes is more of a, like I said, the WWE the moment, not the in ring.
Their whole criteria is win-loss record, big matches won, and championships won. By estimation, the number 1 for that is Okada.
Because he's had a good year. Swerve had a good year.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther.
Yeah.
I think it should have been Gunther, really.
I would have given it to Okada purely because of his title reign. Like the longevity of his title run. But some of it made no sense. Like some of the
Swerve, Okada, Gunther, Zack, Takeshita had a good year.
Osawa, another one. At least at least Hangman got into the top 2 where it belongs. But it was just ridiculous. Like the whole thing is a sham. Kaito Kiyomiya and ELP being in the 90s. That made no sense.
What?
Yeah, he was ranked 91.
What the f?
ELP was ranked. No, Kiyomiya was ranked 90. ELP was 91.
Have they brought out the tag teams yet?
I don't think so, but they'll probably put Fraxium number 1.
Yeah, they need to be number 1. That was good last year. Then they're my favorite tag team in WWE. Then.
To be fair, Masha Slamovich was right in the top 20 for the women. Top 20 overall.
Who was number 1 women? Toni Storm.
No, the highest ranked woman, I believe, was Masha.
Right, number 1.
No, and she was in the overall list. She was in the whole list. Yeah, she was like 15th or something.
She should have been a bit higher than that, really.
I don't remember seeing anyone like Rhea Ripley or even Mercedes Moné in that list. Like, that's how wild it is. Let's see.
PWI Top 500 women should have been like Toni Storm at number 1, Io Sky 2.
Let's see.
Rhea
Where is
Ripley
she?
about 4th.
There we go. Yeah, she's the highest
Mariah
ranked woman.
93.
There we go. Highest ranked woman. She was number 25. Ozawa was number 26. And then, for some reason, I don't understand this, but I've always liked the guy. Tetsuya Naito was 27th. And I'm like, based on what? Like, even in the top 100, Ricky Saints being in the top 100 is insulting. But there's only one woman in the top 100, and that's Masha Slamovich. No other woman made it in the 100, not Rhea Ripley, not
If I was
Azumi.
doing the PWI for the women, number 1 would have been Tony Storm. Number 2 would have been Io Sky. Number 3, Mercedes. Number 4, Rhea. Number 5.
I think Masha's in the top 3 or top 4 out of any of that, to be honest. Even though even though whatever's going on with her is scummy.
5, Stephanie Vecchia. 6.
Ooh, women's top 150.
Saya Kamatani from Stardom. She had a fucking amazing year for Stardom.
To be
Who's
fair,
the double champion now? Who beat AZM?
To be fair, Willow Nightingale's a hard one to lock out. Chelsea Green as
Statlander.
well. Statlander, yeah.
That girl from Stardom who's just become the double champion, was she in the top 10? Saya Kamatini.
She probably will be. Azumi will likely be in there. Mayu Iwatani will be in there. Fekla will be in the top 15.
Tekla.
But the list isn't even out yet, so I don't even know. For the women anyway, I don't know.
I think China won one year, I think, Maria.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, China won one last year. Not last year, Christ. A couple of years ago in 90s.
Mina Shirakawa will be in the top 20. Toni Storm was number 1 last year. I don't think she retains it this year. If she does, it makes sense. Maika was number 4 last year. Saray was number 6.
Maika was number 4.
Yeah,
Wow,
she was. She
Stardom, that.
last year, the top. Masha Slamovich was number 15 for the women, and she was 25 for the overall list this year. But in terms of the women, hold on.
I don't know about tag teams, because in my opinion, tag team wrestling in 2025 is kind of poo.
Deonna Purrazzo being 39th last year was painful for the women.
Yeah, tag team wrestling in 2025 is kind of meh.
Mm-hmm. The top 10 for women last year was Toni Storm, Jordan Grace, Rhea Ripley, Maika, Vakir, Sari, Bailey, Willow Nightingale, Mariah May, Athena. That was the top 10.
Where was Saya Kamatana last year? I'll put if you can't.
I'm having a look. I've got the full list in front of me.
Saya I can't even fucking spell.
Don't worry, I'll find it. I've got the list here, don't worry.
Where was Momo Watanabe?
She was high. Momo, actually, no, never mind. She was actually in the same ranking as Azumi. Azumi was 63rd. Momo Watanabe was 67.
Can you tell me where? I'm going to put this in chat now. That woman there.
Maki Ito was 69. Fucking ridiculous. Saya Kamatani. Yeah, I'm looking for her just now.
She should be high this year. She should be high this year.
Saya Kamatani. Chelsea Green was ranked 112 last year. Ridiculous.
Saya should be like in the top 10 this year. If it's not, that's just criminal.
Let's see. Still looking.
Where was Shun Skywalker? Where was Shun Skywalker in the top 500? I'm gonna. The men are out, aren't they? The top 500 PWI top 500 wrestlers of 2025. I want to see where Shun Skywalker was.
Well, I can glad. Let's see. Mayu Iwatani was 14th. Miyu Yamashita, rightly so, in the top 20. The last thing you mentioned, unranked.
Shun Skywalker?
No, Seiya Kamatani.
What was it, unranked last year?
Yeah.
She should be ranked this year because she had amazing 2025.
She's literally not in the top, this top list at all. And this is this goes up to 250.
Well, she should be.
She didn't
This
make
year,
it.
she should be on the list.
The fact that Lyra Valkyria was in the top 20 ahead of the likes of Julia Hart, Hikaru Shida, Hyan, Statlander, Maika Iwata, Perazzo, Natsupe, Shazza McKenzie, Red Velvet, all them finished below fucking Lyra Valkyria, who can't fucking wrestle. Ariana Grace was in the top 75. And Tekla was 77. What the fuck?
Yeah, Tekla was still.
Oh wait, there she is. There she is. Saya Kamatani was 89th. She was in
What?
between. She was in between Alice Inc. and Jada Parker.
What? She should be a bit higher this year because she won the World of Stardom title and she just won the strong title.
They'll probably have her in the top 40. Something like that.
That just doesn't sit well with me. That
It's just what they do. Do you think Vince McMahon will attend Stephanie's Hall of Fame induction? Probably via satellite.
Yes, he will probably. You know, it's a bit odd that Triple H got inducted last year. Stephanie's getting inducted this year. Who's next year? You know what's going to happen by time 2027-8? Saudi's going to buy WWE.
That's why she's getting inducted now. To get her over and done with. That's
and
why
then
she's
WWE is going to get bought out.
To be fair, the women's list last year came out in the women last year.
All the
came out
McMahons
in
won't be
15th.
in charge. It will be all Saudis in charge, probably.
Yeah, who done 2021? I may as well just look.
I was looking at like the 90s PWI and Miss Sauer won like 3 on trot.
No induction of Shane. None of them. I'm going to say something true. The McMahon family should not be in the Hall of Fame. None of the McMahon family, in my opinion, gets in the Hall of Fame, including Vince.
Let's be real, they just put anyone in the Hall of Fame now. It's not like it used to be.
Yeah, it used. That's something that Eric Young said to me, face to face, when I met him a couple of years ago. He's like the whole thing. He's like the whole thing is one, it's fake, and two, it means nothing. I was like,
You know
yeah,
what I
it makes
think
sense.
about the Hall of Fame? You know what I think should happen in the Hall of Fame? One should just go in every year. One.
They'll find a way to make that a 3-hour event.
Probably. How many commercials though?
Oh, at least 14. The funny thing is, though, is you talk about who gets inducted and who doesn't. Talents that have legacy, like big legacies, should get proper lengthy durations to actually do. Like, I don't like the guy. But Ric Flair deserved longer than what he got to bloody speak about his own induction.
I think Triple H last year got a bit too long. That took the mick. I was like, come on, here we go.
See the stuff he was talking about. I was like, mate, someone needs to put you down. He was absolutely boring to listen to, like his entire career.
I didn't mind it, but it was a bit too long.
When he started talking about his kids, I'm like, in my head, I'm just thinking Brock Lesnar, say the line. I don't give a shit about your kids. That's what Triple H does when he speaks. You just want to fall asleep. But yeah, none of like the actual McMahon family. Triple H, like, obviously he married into the family. It's fine for him to go in, even though he's not even that good anyway. But the likes of Vince, Shane, Stephanie should not go in. The only McMahon I would put in the Hall of Fame is his dad, Vince Sr., because of the fact he helped establish the territories into something important. But Vince, nah, fuck Vince.
Is Bam Bam in the Hall of Fame yet?
Who?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam, I think so. I'm sure he is there.
Vader.
Vader went in 2 years ago.
Bam Bam, if he's not in the Hall of Fame this year, he should be in it. Overdue, he might. It's well overdue, that. Like, Let's be real. First ever WrestleMania with that footballer. Back in day. Forgot what he's called now.
Yeah, it looks like he's still. Yeah, he's still not in the Hall of Fame. Bam Bam. The Crockett's are. I think though. I think so. They're in the professional wrestling Hall of Fame, but the WWE I don't know.
Predictions.
Sid Vicious, he's in the Hall of Fame now. Yes, he's finally in the Hall of Fame.
He went in
last year.
Yeah, last
year. Psycho said he went in last year. I'm glad he deserved it.
What about Batista?
Nope, not yet.
Do you think he will?
He'll be a first ballot.
Bray Wyatt.
Last year.
Did Bray Wyatt go in?
This year, sorry. Yeah, he went in this year. Jojo was there.
Oh, yeah. What about Demolition? Are they in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, Demolition are in the Hall of Fame.
Trying to think who else should be
with Mr. Fuji.
Right, predictions for the Hall of Fame this year. I think Batista probably.
No, he won't be because Stephanie McMahon's going in.
Right, the Stephanie. I'm gonna say these. I'm gonna predict them. Right.
The reason why I don't have Batista is because Stephanie McMahon is going to be one of the first ballots. Batista will probably go in after that. I think it'll be Stephanie McMahon this year, first ballot. The year after that, Brock Lesnar. Then it'll be Batista. Then it'll be The Rock. In that order. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yes, he's already in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's not. His dad is.
I'm sure he went in.
No, Dwayne Johnson's not in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Right, no, The Rock has not been inducted. Oh, he hasn't. All right, fair dues.
I mean, in fact, I had to bear witness to the man being one of my favourites growing up. Trust me, he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Right, so I'd probably go with Stephanie's already in. I'd go Batista, Hardy's.
They'll be in after Rock, I think, when they finally give it a day.
The match, I want Mankind versus The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, the match to get inducted, because they do matches now, don't they?
I think that'll be... I think what they'll do, I think next year it'll be Taker versus Michaels at WrestleMania 25, and then it'll be...
I want Bam Bam Pillman. Pillman?
That'd be a good match. To induct Bam Bam to go in. Yeah, Pillman's already in the Hall of Fame.
What, Brian the Loose Cannon?
Yeah.
Is he?
He got inducted a long time ago.
China's already in, isn't she?
Yes, she finally got allowed to go in. Yeah, I think Taker HBK will be the match next year, and I think the year after that, they'll probably put in the most overrated WrestleMania match. They'll put in Hulk Hogan versus Andre.
Do you know what should happen in the Hall of Fame in like, I don't know, 2028-ish? I think 4 inductees should go in at the same time because they came up together. John Cena, Brock, Randy, Batista.
Maybe, but who do you put as first ballot? The Dragon versus Macho Man should be the match inducted next year. Wouldn't mind that.
Oh yeah, Ricky Steamboat in the Randy Savage. That's a good one. That's a good shout. That actually, maybe.
Sid Vicious is in the Hall of Fame though. Chester. The Crockett's aren't. I've checked.
The football player name was Lawrence Taylor Temple. Was he called Taylor Temple?
Yeah.
Okay,
he's called Lawrence Taylor. Yes.
I thought you said Lawrence Taylor Temple. I was going to say. First.
Nah, Lawrence Taylor, big fat, and got a WrestleMania main event ahead of Diesel versus Shawn Michaels. That's how you know Diesel was a shit champion.
Yeah, he wasn't that good, was he? Really? Let's be real. And Bam Bam never was an Intercontinental champion. That annoyed me. But Bam Bam and Vader was only good in one country, and that was in Japan. They was a beast. In all Japan.
Bam Bam is one of the most underrated big men of all time.
Never won a singles title in WWE ever, which is annoying.
I will never understand that. I will genuinely never understand that decision.
He was
the guy had a dope look.
He was an absolute beast in ECW and in All Japan.
ECW and All Japan at least booked him to win titles.
Yeah,
and he looked
with,
like stuff.
His tag team feud with him and Vader against Stan Hansen and freaking Terry Gordy was good.
Oh yeah, that was quality. We're just sitting here and have a general conversation now. Josiah, feel free to join us if you want. The link is in the chat. At least when you hit the link, you won't drop anything like City. You know, because they drop points too tonight.
Have you pinned it?
I will. 2 seconds, let me find it. There it is. I knew I forgot to do something earlier. What? That's actually, I think that's funny. I thought Bray was in the Hall of Fame. Did he not go in this year?
Because I'm sure they did.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Speaking money.
Yeah, Bray. Right.
What was that then?
Right, didn't he not go in?
Because Bo's sister and Bo was speaking about Bray Wyatt. Was it like something else then?
Taylor and Mike Rotunda pay respects to Bray Wyatt, or did they just talk about his dad? Because his dad got inducted, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was just his dad. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about Bray though.
Yeah, I don't know why he hasn't gone in. Haku not being in the Hall of Fame is ridiculous. Still the scariest wrestler to ever live. That's all right, Josiah.
It's just 2 guys then instead. Just 2 guys. It's Kanemaru. It's Kanemaru. He turned on us.
He so is. My favourite Bam Bam Bigelow memory is the first Survivor Series when he was the last member of his team versus Andre, King Kong, Bundy, and Ravishing, and he almost won. Bam Bam would have taken them all to his grave anyway. He would have murdered them all. Guy was top tier.
Rick Rude.
Should have been a WWE champion. Fucking Hulk Hogan. Rest in piss. Hey, Hulk Hogan. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
The only thing I got about Hulk Hogan was his heel turn. That's about it. That changed the business. Now I don't really like Hulk Hogan, but I respect what he did for the business and all that stuff. But
yeah,
only the start of the LWO, because I used to get kicked out of school when I was a kid, because I used to wear NWO shirts under my school uniform. I used to get kicked out.
Aye.
And then I used to go, "What you gonna do when you kick me out of school?"
Fun days, fun times.
What is the card for AEW? Because I don't think that guy in my Discord's posting the card. Has he posted the card in Discord? He normally does.
Rock Hulk Hogan will get inducted at some point. I can get the card for you, no problem.
Yeah, one of the mates in the Discord just dropped the card in the Discord. Moto Hunter, shouts out to you. 6-man tag: John Moxley, Daniel Garcia, Claudio versus the Ops, Samoa Joe, Hobbs, and Hangman Page.
Yeah.
Match: mixed tornado tag: Darby Krista Under against Wheeler Useless against Marina Shafir.
Fletcher versus Hologram, title versus Streak.
Who?
And Hologram, one of their masked luchadors they've got. I think they're going to get that heel turn.
Hologram versus who?
Kyle Fletcher. Title versus streak.
Isn't it Kyle Fletcher versus Orange Cassidy?
No. It's Hologram versus Kyle Fletcher.
What, tonight?
Yeah.
It's Orange Cassidy.
They've got it as Hook. Not Hook, sorry. They've got it as Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher. Right, this is the card. I've got it here.
If they've changed the card, then I'm going to be annoyed because they've had it the whole time for Fletcher versus Hologram.
Right, the card is Moxley, Garcia, Claudio against the Ops and Hangman trios. Mixed tag Darby, Chris Statlander, Wheeler Useless versus Marina Shafir.
They've changed it, yeah.
Trios match Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks against Kenny Omega and Brodido. TNT title match Kyle Fletcher against Orange Cassidy. Tony Storm returns to Hollywood and Jurassic Express returns.
Yeah, I knew that was him. But yeah, it looks like they've changed. So they've changed the card then. They actually had built, like, on last week's Dynamite, they literally booked Hologram versus Kyle Fletcher for the title with his undefeated streak on the line.
It should be a Hologram versus the Imposter.
Yeah.
In it, Aries is the Imposter.
El Clonor. But yeah, it's Irene, yeah. But the fact that they've given Orange Cassidy a title shot, why does that fucking spanner have to ruin everything?
He's only just come back. What's he done to earn the opportunity?
He's probably shagged Tony Khan. If you had the Infinity Gauntlet, who do you snap out of existence from the wrestling world? The Infinity Gauntlet. Snap anyone. We might be here all night. There's a long list that I'm fan of snapping out of existence.
Out of wrestling completely, not to wrestle ever again.
They're just out of existence from the wrestling world.
I'm going to get absolutely hated on this, but these two, I can't stand them. I just don't get the appeal. Joe Hendry and Grado.
I mean, I can't really say much. I've met them both. They're both, well, Grado's funny as fuck.
Yeah, Grado does that TV series on fucking BBC One. I forgot what it's called now.
River City. That's cancelled now.
Is it?
Wasn't down to him though, but he was there now and again. But he does like radio stuff as well as wrestling and shit. And he does acting. Grado's a good laugh. He's a real good laugh, like. But
oh my Christ,
he's strange.
He's got the best theme song on it.
Yeah.
There's only good thing about Grado. His theme song's amazing because Madonna's my all-time favorite. So
it's absolute top tier. It's
that theme song's top tier. His ring ability is not very much top tier.
Oh, he knows that. He knows he's not a great wrestler. He's just one of like those wrestlers. He's in it for the. He's like one of those who's like for the. He's in it for the vibes. But yeah, they have changed it. What should be next for Hangman? A haircut.
Mark Briscoe.
Honestly, it should be.
Yeah,
it genuinely
beat MGF.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mark Briscoe. Probably next.
I'm just glad that we get at least tonight in some form of action. We get Omega versus Alexander.
You know what's really funny? There's no women's matches on tonight's card, is there?
No, there's not. That's 6 years done properly.
Tony Khan, where are the women on this card? I know they're getting a bloody blood and guts match and women's tag team titles, but where is Tekla?
I'm surprised there is no women announced for this, apart from Shafir versus Statlander as part of the mixed tag.
Well, the women are on the card because it's Tony Storm goes to Hollywood, but I want the women to actually wrestle on the show, please.
I am surprised. I am
surprised. Like a fucking all-star 8-man tag or something.
Mm-hmm.
All-star 8-woman tag, sorry. With money on the line. Fucking idiot.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing
I get the appeal when he books them, but it needs to make sense. If you're doing these all-star 8-man tags, please make it make sense. Like the winners get something or whatnot, and the winners of the money get a contender for a title. That just makes sense with all these matches. What you do, Tony Khan.
I am want to see what they do with Kenny though. Like
probably Kyle Fletcher next, probably.
If it is, then that will be seriously good.
That will probably top Kenny Omega's match with Will Ospreay.
It's highly possible. It'll be hard to do, but it's possible.
He should just I know I'm going to get hate for this, but I think they're going to do Marina Shafir.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest, they should. It makes a lot of sense.
Well, then after Chris Statland, I'd probably go with Willow because they got the tensions there as well. If you're within the Death Riders storyline as well, could do Chris Statlander and Willow again.
Yeah, they could. They might do Athena. She might come back saying, "Well, I couldn't get off Tony, but I could get it off Chris."
I think they're going to do this, mate. I think Chris
I don't think
Statlander.
Willow wins,
I think Chris Statlander is going to have a couple of defenses of the women's title.
Yeah,
and then here comes
Marina can
Mercedes Moné because she's not got 10 titles anymore, and she's going to probably break Ultimo Dragon's record, unfortunately.
Yeah, Marina can wrestle. Yeah, Marina can wrestle.
Yeah, she can wrestle, but
she doesn't get to be able to wrestle enough. But she is a
It
really
will probably be the big match at a big pay-per-view. It will be title versus title, and Mercedes Moné will get her 10th title, which will be the women's world title.
I don't think she'll win that title if she's still got other belts. I feel like she will go on that run where she gets that cocky and she loses everything, and then she just bets everything. She'll bet it all for one last chance.
Yeah, that storyline of
It's the ultimate downfall. Like I can't remember who it was, but they held so many titles and then they lost everything and they bet everything on one chance to become world champion, and they did win. I think Mercedes will do that. I think you'll get to the point where Mercedes gets so desperate.
Didn't Eddie Kingston do that with the Ring of Honor and the strong title as well?
Yeah,
I think he did that as well.
I think Mercedes will get so desperate.
I don't know why. Talking about Eddie Kingston, why the hell is he with Hook?
No idea. Burger King must not be wanting him back. I hate Eddie Kingston. I genuinely hate him. He's the most boring wrestler they've got besides Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Can't Wrestle Utah and Daniel.
When it comes to Eddie Kingston, storyline wise, you don't like him, but when it comes to storyline, I'd probably go with the Death Riders as well, because last time he got injured, didn't he, by Gabe Kidd? Gabe Kidd's
Gabe Kidd.
Death Riders, isn't he? So
he's like he's like the New Japan connection to the Death Riders, but he's.
It's like when Jake Lee teased joining Bullet Club War Dogs in Noah. Similar to that, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not a fully fledged member. He's just an associate, like Okada with the Don Callis family. Is Daniel Garcia on his last chance? He bloody well should be. How he's still on a job, I don't know. He is so crap.
He needs to stop dancing and actually wrestle.
He used to be a genuine wrestler until he linked up with Chris Jericho. And it's not a hate for Jericho, but they just ruined it.
Who else? I actually liked the learning tree. Hi guys! I thought that was a fucking funny as anything.
Yeah, Gabe Kidd's a hired gun. He's basically he is an associate, basically. I did not like the learning tree at all. I just want him to come back.
Brian
the Jericho that I envisioned, I want to see one last time as a character.
Painkiller.
Painmaker, yeah.
Painkiller, whatever you want to call it.
But I want it to be I want it to be a mixture. I want it to be the Painmaker in matches.
And then the Lionheart outside, probably. I don't know.
I want him to be like that 08 to 2010 Jericho when he was in like the expensive suits and he was basically talking like Nick Bockwinkel.
And then when he was like Mysterio's mask.
Yeah. Like when it was like pure like I'm not here to save you, I'm here to save me and all that. Like really good like heel work. When he was a totally serious world champion. And
there is in talks of Jericho going back to WWE, isn't there, apparently?
He probably might. And if he does, fair enough, but like I want to see Jericho like on a retirement run do the Painmaker as his in-ring, but when
Big
he's
Bill needs to get Enzo back.
Big Bill does not need to go anywhere near that little vanilla midget. But yeah,
He was over as hell, though.
he's
He
in
was
TNA
over
as
as
well.
hell.
He's in TNA as well.
What, Enzo?
Mm-hmm.
Thought he was in ML and House of Glory, or whatever it is.
They're with TNA as well. Now and again, not fully, but yeah. Big Bill with Brian Keefe is just absolutely hilarious because Brian Keefe is terrible.
I think he was a stiff wrestler, Brian Keefe. He's not too bad.
I think he just has bad timing. Who do you blame for the women's title match botch on SmackDown? All of them. All of them.
Pretty much everyone. The referee, Jade, Tiff, the people who have booked that freaking match.
Yeah, like everyone that just blames Nia Jax for me is just a sick son of a bitch. Like Nia Jax actually definitely makes a mistake in that match, but she didn't make every mistake. Like the referee, for example, stopped the pinfall, and she's actually going. Like, no, you count to 3. Like who? And these are the people who love to have a go at other promotions' talent. And I'm like, hello. Like the amount of times I saw AEW referees getting like, oh, they make it all about them. Excuse me, explain this. Like it's just that level of tribalism is pathetic.
Do you know how many times I've listened to the theme song today and since it came out? 12 times.
Fair enough.
It's an absolute banger. I think it's the best wrestling theme in the business, and that's just because I like them. Due to Ice and Oscar's themes just been released, I've played it about 60 times already.
Fair enough. For me, still the best current theme song in wrestling for me is still Naito's theme song.
Yeah. Yota Tsuji's is not that bad either.
Yeah, yours is cool. Will Jade get a getting over bump like Becky when Nia broke her nose? No. Nah. She might get a little bit of sympathy, but Jade Cargill still won't get over.
Becky
Was lucky.
Becky was actually lucky, but she actually made it into a gimmick and she got over with it.
Yeah, Jade Cargill she'll probably just say, I'll do better next time, and then gets another title match and fails.
I just like Becky anyway. Becky's quality.
I wish I could agree with you, but I think Becky's is great as a wood-burning stove in the 21st century.
Who's the best 4 horsewomen then? Bayley?
No.
Becky?
No.
Android? Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Charlotte for me is the worst of the 4.
Yeah, she's an android. Do you not know?
Yep.
I am Charlotte. When I'm injured, when I come back, I get immediately title matches. I am Charlotte Flair.
I am Charlotte Flair. I walk into title matches and I have nothing except my father's name because I'm a Nepo baby.
Probably, in my opinion, Becky's number 1, Bayley's number 2, Sasha's 3, and Charlotte's 4 because there's no 3.
To be honest, I've just got Mercedes, Bayley, and I don't care about the other 2, but Bayley's fallen off a cliff. Like, anything Becky Lynch has done,
Do you know what annoys me with Bayley? A theme song.
Oh,
Role model. Who the hell?
TK. It's
made
that. It's Death Rebel or whatever they're bloody called.
Role model.
See, I just think people prefer Becky. People just prefer Becky because like she's there and she's all like in your face. The way she does it. The problem for me is, out of all 4 of them, Becky Lynch is the most unoriginal of them all. She's a carbon copy of 2 male wrestlers, and she's still not as good. Like the man gimmick is based on Ric Flair. and her finishing move offense is basically, apart from the disarmer, it's the Rock.
The manhandle slam.
Literally. She is generally so unoriginal.
I'm debating on watching AEW because it's on late, isn't it?
Yeah, an hour and a
Watching
bit.
AEW.
Hour and a bit. I'll be watching it just like I watch every week, but I will be watching just to see what they do for the anniversary show. I'm eager to see how they stack out in terms of what order they go in.
What about SmackDown on Friday? I bet you can't wait, can you?
I won't be watching. I haven't
Same.
watched like I watched that one SmackDown that I was doing like a TV review, and then guys in the chat were like, "Can you just do like a whilst we're here? Can you just do a watch along with SmackDown because they're over in the UK?" I was like, "Great, I'm gonna regret this because it was the first SmackDown I've watched in 4 months, and I ended up bloody hating it." I was like, "Oh, why
I'll
did you
probably
make me
watch
do this?"
AEW on the replay probably tomorrow morning, and then on later that night I'll be streaming Thursdays, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've got what am I doing tomorrow? Oh yeah, I've got a stream tomorrow. Dynamite review. Friday reviewing TNA and Ring of Honor, and then doing Crown Jewel predictions.
Saturdays, Noah.
Saturdays Noah, yeah. Although good thing is I'm actually going to a football game, so I'm not watching Crown Jewel live, so I'm actually surviving.
The only PLE or pay-per-view I'm looking forward to this week is probably Noah's.
Yeah, it should be good.
Do you think Ozawa will come back? When do you think he's coming back?
I don't know. I don't know when he'll be back. Probably in a few weeks, maybe. Let's do a hate watch for SmackDown. A hate watch is accurate.
I don't get why people do that. Hate watch wrestling. It's like, if you don't like it, turn it off. I do that on Mondays and Fridays, me. I obviously tune in, and then if I don't like it and it gets boring, I just turn it off. It's not hard, is it? Like last night's NXT was like in the main event. Oh my god, this is just a copyright. This is just a copy and paste from like Black and Gold. Just turn it off.
For me, every time Juice was on TV, it's an automatic switch off.
NXT now is just boring.
I haven't watched a full episode of NXT in
since it was Black and Gold.
Yeah, something like that. Just because I don't actually think they care. Like, I don't think they...
I give NXT credit with the women, because the women, they're good on that show. It's just the men, they're lacking in star power, isn't it? It's like, how the heck did Ricky Starks beat Obafemi with 3 DDTs?
That makes no sense either.
I get that he can't go up for the Rochambeau because Obafemi's a big boy, but at least, I don't know.
I mean, it is funny that you can be so bouncy, but you can't win the big one.
Javon Evans.
Yeah.
Trick Williams.
It's just funny, but they're just so stupid.
Do you know who I think has got very good potential? Miles Bond.
The guy that everyone says looks like Randy Orton.
Yeah, he's like deaf. He's got potential. I think he's really good. Me.
Yeah,
I think he's good. I think
deaf,
he's really
I was gonna say he's the deaf bloke. Aye, he seems to be alright. I don't know exactly. I don't know what his potential is, but I think it's crazy that they will allow him to wrestle, considering that he is deaf. Like, that is going to be hard for him.
He does it good though. He does it really good though.
But I suppose, yeah, like that's why I want to see people of all opportunities thrive and succeed. But that must be really hard for him.
I was that bored the other day that I came up with some like factions in my Discord before.
I've seen that.
It was not that bad. I was just pissing about because we were bored. What was there? I forgot. Oh yeah, the Power Trip, Drew McIntyre and KO.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
This is the rebrand of Austin and Triple H back in the Attitude. There are two guys that are really unused in WWE brought together and win everything. And then you've got Evolution, the new incarnated Evolution with Randy Orton, Lexis King, Austin Theory, and Miles Bond.
I don't understand his appeal either, Lexis King. Like, I hated it when he was using his dad's name anyway. but like I don't see it in him. I've never seen it in him. Even when he was before AEW, like I'm like, this guy just doesn't make any sense to me.
The four horsemen of WWE: Cody Rhodes, Sean Spears, Ricky Starks, or Ricky Saints, whatever you want to call him, and Ethan Page, pretty much ex AEW guys. I was just bored.
Yeah, in a way, I don't think they'll do any of that. I mean, in a way, it does sound different. It's just they just won't do it. They don't have the balls to do shit like that. You know what I mean?
I was just bored on. Was it yesterday or the day before? And I thought I might just do some logos or put people together. That makes sense. That
Just
should
do
happen.
it. Yeah, just do it. Like certainly worth it. But
I wanted Austin Theory to join Seth Rollins' vision instead of Bronson Reed. Because it would have been Seth, Austin Theory, and Bron Breakker. Seth guiding three youngsters
yeah,
instead of Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed could have joined the MFTs or something like he was before.
possible. I just think they just don't really pay attention to who fits what, and they just want to force people together. When you do that, you go into a tangent that doesn't work. But I guess that sums them up. Anyway, I'm just about to bounce. But is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here? I know you'll be on live tomorrow, so I'll get obviously people to jump into your live tomorrow. Temple plays on YouTube, folks.
Yeah, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. at the latest UK time.
Absolutely.
WWE 2K25 in the Temple, EFED. Pretty much wrestlers from my YouTube. Great wrestlers I book. Let the CPU do it. Boom. There you go.
That's our weekend show. Actually, I've got my second big pay-per-view show. All the matches are ready to go as well. So
Yeah, I've recorded a whole month of episodes, so that's good. I can chill.
hour episodes, hour long.
About 9 matches every
Nice.
show, so like 1 hour, 2 hours.
The pay-per-view show that we'll be doing for the second pay-per-view. 14 matches I've got booked, ready to go.
It allows you 14 matches on a pay-per-view, doesn't it, on Universe, I think.
Yep. Got 14. Few multi-ladder matches, because obviously it's a ladder match-based pay-per-view.
My episodes will be this month in October. Will be the U1 climax, my version of a G1.
Nice. I was thinking about doing something like that, but the problem is I would get totally so serious with it that it would probably take like a month to just do it, and I would do it in such a way that it would be manic. So
I've recorded it all. It just needs setting to premiere. And I've done all the October episodes for the U1 climax and the special event at the end of the month, and then I've got like.
So do you do it from just like your Xbox, just record it in that way, or like what do you do? Like when you do your episodes?
I record it off my capture cards and stuff like that.
You got like, do you play it like on your PC?
Yeah, I transferred the game obviously on my PlayStation 5 to UBS and capture card and just recording it.
See, I was thinking about plugging, because I've got 3 monitors here for my gaming PC. I was tempted to plug the PS5 into one of them, run maybe Streamlabs or something like that off it, and do some stuff that way, and stream, and then do some stuff like that. But I don't know. I've got 2K24 on the PC, but I don't think I'm going to need it on that anytime soon.
I'm a bit of a geek because I've got a website, a blogger website for all the rosters, title history that goes all the way from like 2011, and I've got a fucking pad here with all the bookings from like November to when 2K26 comes out, because I'm that bad.
Nice.
That's how you should book in advance. But that's
absolutely. Still trying to get it rebooked, Maria. It's been an absolute nightmare. I'm gonna try again on Monday. When I find out, I'll say. But at the moment, I've got no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 hours 20 minutes, it certainly doesn't feel like it. I thank you all for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Obviously, subscribe to the Weekly Steelchair. subscribe to Temple Plays, and we shall see you next time.
Ta-ra for now,
Adios.
amigos.
And today, our time comes to an end. This has been another exciting stream. Thank you very much for watching. And also, remember, if you get cracked over the head with a steel chair, you're not going to get concussion. You're just going to come back here. Goodbye.